Hello, this is Cheryl Austin, Extension Agent in Family and Community Health with the Cooperative Extension Program, Prairie View A&M University, and this is Food Shopping Strategies to Save You Money from a curriculum called Healthy Sense that was developed by the University of Maryland Extension. Our lesson goals today are to talk about food shopping strategies to help us make the most of our food dollars and just make some good food shopping decisions so that we can provide healthier food for our family. Now, with each slide, I will have a shopping strategy for you to unscramble. And I will always pause at the beginning of the slide to give you time to do that. And then I will talk about that particular tip. So I'm going to pause right now so that you can unscramble this phrase. You can stop the video if you like to do so. So this first tip is consider store layout and organization. We know that grocery stores are in the business of making money, and so the design of the store, the layout of the store is well planned out. When you come into grocery stores, a lot of times you'll see the flowers and plants right there at the front. And that is so that when you walk in, it gives you a feeling that everything in this store is fresh. And if you notice, the produce section is usually by the flowers and plants because they want you to feel at ease that the produce that you're buying from them is also fresh. And then once you move past the flower section, it's usually the bakery area. So they've got you in a good mood, feeling like everything in here is fresh. And now they're going to have you smelling whatever is baking in that bakery area to get you hungry as you're walking through the store. And then you notice that the general merchandise, like or some of your basic products like milk and your meat, those things are always on the outer ring of the store. So you have to, the purpose is to get you to walk through the entire store if they can, to get what you need and maybe some things that you didn't even plan to walk in there to get. And then some grocery stores even have a bank. And the purpose of that is another reason, if you need to spend more money, you have a bank or ATM right there where you can get more cash. So as long as we are aware and we understand the layout of the store, we can be better shoppers to go in and just get the things that we need and don't get caught up in the design of the store. All right, I will pause to give you time to unscramble the phrase. This one is start with a plan in mind. And the plan that I'm talking about is meal plan, menu planning. So we always want to have a plan for our menu before we walk in that store. We don't want to plan what our menu is going to be while we're in the store because we're going to end up spending more money. And when you're planning out your menu, you always want to start with what you already have on hand, what's in your kitchen already. And then you're going to look at if you have any coupons, if you look at the store sales, store flyers, what does your family like and dislike? You're going to put all these things together as you are putting your meals together or planning out what your meals are going to be. Also, you want to look at the 5 food groups. Whenever I'm putting my meals together, I want to try to get foods from all 5 food groups. So that's dairy, grain, protein, fruits, and vegetables. And I want to try to incorporate as many of those food groups as I can in those meals. So start with a plan in mind. All right, let's see if we can figure this one out. It's pretty easy. This one is create your own packaged foods. We know that whenever we buy something that is pre-packaged for our convenience, it is going to cost more money. So why not create our own packaged foods? Instead of buying those snacks that have the individual packages. Let me just buy whatever that snack is in a bigger box and get some sandwich bags, Ziploc bags, and portion out my own packaging, my own packages for whatever that item is. Same with things like meat. Buy a package of meat and then just divide it out and into different storage bags. Put some of it in the freezer, and whatever you're going to use for your upcoming meals, keep that in the refrigerator. So you are packaging your own food instead of paying the extra cost for someone else to do it. Here's our next one. Bring a calculator and list. So we know that if we are tallying up what we spend while we're doing the shopping, we might decide that maybe some of the things that are in my basket I don't actually need after all, when I'm looking at that total as I go. So make sure you have that list with you. Try to stick to the list unless you do see a good deal while you're in the store that you can still save money and eat healthy. But try to stick to the list and bring that calculator so you're tallying up the entire time, and you just might find a more creative and less expensive way to put that dish together or the menu together. All right, you can pause the video, give you some time to figure out this one. So this is replace meat with beans in a recipe. Most of the time, buying canned beans or dry beans is going to be less expensive than buying some type of meat item. And so we can save money by replacing beef or chicken or pork with beans or lentils in our soups, our stews, our casseroles, whatever the dish may be. But this is another way that you can save money while at the grocery store. All right, pause the video and do this one. So this is buy fruit and vegetables in season. Anytime that fruit or vegetable is in season, it is going to cost less money. And just like I talked about in the previous slide, whenever you see prepackaged foods, the same that it's going to cost more, the same is with our fruits and vegetables. If they have prepackaged it for us, pre-cut it for us in some way, then it's going to be a bigger cost than if we just buy the fruits and vegetables ourselves and do our own packaging. Buy that squash, buy that zucchini, buy those tomatoes, chop them up yourself at home and package them yourself and use them in different meals. And it's going to be less money. But always try to look for when those fruits and vegetables are in season. All right, this is our last one. This one is be careful with end caps and grab and go. What is the end cap? It's the end of that aisle, those products that are on display. Sometimes it looks like it's a really good deal, but just because it's on display doesn't mean that it's the best deal. I might have to actually go down the aisle that product would normally be on and compare prices with other products there to see if I'm getting the best deal. But just know that just because it's on display doesn't mean that it is the lowest in cost or the best for your food dollar value. These are just items that are new or it's seasonal, and they're just making it easy for you to take it. Also, those grab and go items, these are things that are usually when you walk in the store, they're by the register, things that are just easily grabbed up, like waters, drinks, snacks, candy, magazines, All these particular items are to get us to really spend more money because it's an easy grab, and sometimes we might buy things on impulse while we are waiting in line in the store, thinking, "Oh yeah, I need that," but you probably really don't need it. You wouldn't have even thought about it maybe if it wasn't there and made convenient for you. So just be careful of those end caps and those grab and go items to help you save some money while you're in the grocery store. So I'm sure that there are other strategies that you use to save money in the grocery store to get your food dollars to stretch a little bit more. And if you like, you can pause the video right now and discuss some of those other strategies. But again, my name is Cheryl Austin, Extension Agent with the Cooperative Extension Program, Prairie View A&M University. And if you have any questions or need any other information from me, my email is slaustin@pvamu.edu. Have a great day.